Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Cactus Jack. And no, this is not a documentary or a biopic about Mick Foley. No, this is about a extremely racist, extremely hateful, just off the grid person who just basically goes off on extremely hateful, filled, warped speeches throughout this whole entire film. Interesting, right? This is from the Thornton brothers who wrote and directed this film, and this horror kind of thriller focuses on a documentarian who's actually played by Chris Sandberg, who's coming in and trying to do a documentary on this man who's been living in his mother's basement for like the past 6 months, and he's played by R. Michael Gull. R. Michael Gull in this film is beyond disturbing and beyond intense and way too good at his job, because this actor creates this character that feels like a real, like, hate-mongering, angry, despicable, dangerous human being that puts you on edge every time they're talking. And so I feel like this film is going to be it is very on the nose. Like, the dialogue is very, like, here's a bunch of main talking points for a racist. Just go at it. And it's a lot of that, a lot of it. But this film can also really alienate people because some people might be offended by how they portrayed this very right-wing person who, in the days before Trump being elected in 2016, is trying to rile people up on the internet, supporting Trump, and that's going to make those Trump supporters angry. And this is also probably going to be too much for a lot of people to sit through because it's intense and hateful. And it shoots wild at everybody in a really uncomfortable and unnerving way, which I feel like this is the kind of film like Mother. It does its job too well. This is trying to be thrilling, put you on edge, and it sure does that in spades. And it's a lot of just the camera looking at this man, whether it's him being interviewed by the documentarian or starting his Cactus Jack show that he puts on the internet where he has like this Abraham Lincoln mask on and he's just going on these crazy, racist, hateful tirades, and they intercut other people reacting on the internet to it, basically like Mr. Robot kind of stuff, like a V for Vendetta mask, like a Guy Fawkes mask, trying to be like a counter to him. And there's a lot of ideas, and there's a lot of, like, it's really putting a light on racism and hatred. It's not done with any finesse at all, like zero finesse. And you even have moments of like torture as he's like disfiguring this documentarian, and leading up to what winds up kind of being a very cliched horror movie type ending. And it's just like, this film never really felt like your standard horror film, and then when it went and did those kinds of cliches, it kind of didn't feel right with the rest of the film. But it could have ended a lot darker. It really could have. And this film is going to challenge anybody who sits and watches this to see how much they can take in terms of listening to hate speech, and also if they can take looking at this extreme example of like a far right person, like extreme example. This is like everything you can think of that is bad, they put on this character to be bad. And if it wasn't for this amazingly poignant and committed performance from Gull, it would have just been a caricature and would have been a joke. But it's scary. He's scary. This film is thrilling and unnerving because of those moments. It's not even like the traditional thriller horror moments of the film, which they do have. It's how committed this actor is to this performance and how committed this character is to his beliefs. And it's creepy, unnerving, and just will put you on edge for the hour and 20 minutes of runtime for this film. And it'll make you feel a lot of ways. This isn't for the light of heart. Let's just say that. It's definitely for those that really want to be challenged and are going to be okay with being challenged and not getting offended or angry, because then I feel like it's going to detract from the message and what the story is trying to do. So this is a hard one to recommend, but if you really want to put yourself out there, why not check out Cactus Jack? But those are my thoughts on Cactus Jack. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.